So, Texy,
Oh.
you gonna talk?
Oh.
Well, I think I got something that'll change your mind.
All right. Here's a hypothetical for you. Welcome to the Tim and Tex Talk show.
Oh, what?
Hold fast tonight.
What's that?
It's the game we were playing.
Oh, that's that game he got you.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd be excited to watch that.
It was pretty fun.
What genre of game is it?
It's like a 60v6 or like 100v100 war simulator. It's the best way I could describe it. Yeah.
Like Mountain Blade.
Yeah, it
But
is.
it's online. Like you guys are going against each other.
No. Like 100 people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like Chivalry.
Sure. I don't know. You said Mountain Blade, and I actually didn't know what you were talking about, so I just said
Well,
yeah.
like, do you control one unit, or
Yes.
do you control like the whole? Okay. And you just go and like swing your sword, right?
No, well, there's guns. It's like World War One.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
So we did some cannoneering last night, and it was very fun. I killed like 5 people with one shot.
What is it new?
Not really. I think it's pretty old. Napoleonic War, my mistake.
Oh, it's last year. Hold Fast, Nations at War.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Swim was telling me about
Yes.
this game.
He was talking about it a while ago.
Yeah. It seems fun. I just have it's just one of those where it's like it's just not like on my list enough to play. Also, stop talking.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
because we're about to do the D&D talk show. We can talk about all this.
We are talking. Talk show is
Are we
live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Keep talking.
Sorry. I read Spam's chat of Napoleonic War, actually. Oh, you thought I was just correcting myself, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, Spam. Spam, how do I look?
You look fine.
Dude, I'm
A little sweaty?
red.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You're pretty red. Your hair's pretty messy, but you know, whatever.
Sorry, team. Just got back from my run. You have a face for radio? Today I do.
That's what they tell them.
Today I do.
That is what they tell them.
You got armpits for radio, Tex.
Do I?
Jesus.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
You Nothing. They're just for radio.
Do you shave your armpits, Tim?
No.
Show your armpits. Come on,
Please,
Timmy.
dude. You have to trust me. If I show my armpits, then there's no trust in this relationship.
How?
Because you don't trust that I have armpit hair.
No, I don't. I just don't know what you have in your armpit. I don't know what you have in there. You playing with your armpit G spot?
There's a little hair.
What do you mean? Are you dogging on me?
I got armpit hair. Ah, you can have armpit hair.
Yeah. Well, then what are you dogging on my armpits for?
You're showing it off the whole stream.
Yeah. All right. Read through the TOS and tell me where it says you can't have hairy armpits.
Wait, Tex, do this. Go like this. I'll wait till I see the delay happen.
Yeah, I'm doing it, but with
Okay,
my.
and go. And then go like this. And then give it a little. Oh, I actually. Whoo!
I was like, I put deodorant on after I showered, so I'm fine.
Looks too much like a muff.
All
Spam.
right, new conversation. Fuck that. That's horrible.
Tex, you got a hot take for me?
I got a hot take. You know what like? Every hot take I think of is just stuff I dislike. Which nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
My hot take is that I hate Bohemian Rhapsody. I really dislike it.
This is why we're friends. You know I hate Bohemian
I know. That's why I wanted to bring it up. I need to turn my mic down a little
I
bit.
hate it.
Not
We
only do
sang
I
it.
hate it, but I hate the people that are like, "Oh, it's the greatest song ever made." Well, you don't know every word. Dude, I was bullied in like middle school because I didn't know that song at all, and everyone would sing it constantly, and they'd be like, "Why aren't you singing it?" And I was like, "I don't know it."
Yeah.
And
It's just
I'm
it's
so sick of
it's
it.
so overplayed. And
everyone
it's
says
just-
it's the greatest song ever made, and I don't get it.
I hated it like so much more after I watched is it Rocket Man? No, that's
No, that is not about. It was the Queen movie, right?
Yeah, it was just called Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, after Jack and Coke.
Yes.
Nice.
Dude, my webcam just like slowly gets out of focus every 10 seconds. Real cool.
Well, okay, so backstory. I teched one show in high school, and they had a ritual where before every show, the guys would go in the bathroom and get in a circle and sing that song and get way too hyped to it. And like, oh. And it was fine. Like, it was a fun, like, thing to do. But when you're doing, like, 4 shows a night for, like, 2 weekends, I'm just like, I'm over it, dude.
People are way too into it, I think.
And then we go to, like, a piano bar. And my girlfriend's parents are just so fucking into this song. And I'm just like, it's not that good. And then I watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is this like after the show you went to a piano bar? Or is this
No, this was like
time?
This was in high school and then flash forward to like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then flash forward to like a year ago when I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And in the movie, they're like interviewing Freddie Mercury and they're like, does this song have any meaning? It seems kind of pointless. And he's like, he like just dodges the question. And it just doesn't have any fucking meaning. It's
doesn't
just
he say like the
song.
point is that there is no point?
Yes, literally,
I hate
yes.
that. I really don't like that.
And everyone is like, you just don't get it, dude. You just don't get it. I'm like, no, there's nothing to get. And you guys are making it so much worse by trying to get something.
Kind of a dumb song.
Yes.
Like, it's like 4 songs mashed together without anything cohesing.
No. That's not the same spam, but yes, it is like 4 songs.
Don't Stop Believing is like an actual song that has actual. It's good.
Yes.
Like, sure, I can be annoyed by Don't Stop Believing, but
yeah,
like,
when white people are way too into it. Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody is just not good. It's not good. The hype about it is not based in reality. I don't know why people like it. I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, Queen is pretty good, but like
I like other Queen songs. I don't think Queen's that bad.
Yeah.
But Bohemian Rhapsody? Oh.
It's just like just the camera really quick. Yeah, it nobody justifies why Don't Stop Believing is a good song. Like if somebody's like, I don't really like Don't Stop Believing, nobody's like, really? But like if you're like, I
what's
don't really
wrong
like
with
Bohemian Rhapsody, you get like death threats.
Yeah, it's bad. I never like I don't tell anybody that I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I only you, Tim.
Oh,
and
now the internet.
Yeah. Not a good song. Another related hot take of mine, I don't like I'm kind of over 60s, 70s, and 80s music. Only because I listen to the radio so much.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
And our station in rotation this month is like it's like the 60s, 70s hits you all know and love, and it's like 2 songs. It's like, all right, there are songs that will never be old, like American Pie, or whatever that song's called. I don't actually know the name of it. What is it called?
Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
Yes, yeah.
Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry.
Yes.
Singing "This Will Be the Day That I Die."
Yes, but whenever it comes on,
I think that's called American Pie.
Yeah, I always sing the Weird Al version.
I know, because it came on when I worked at the shop with you.
My, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye. I love Weird Al. Weird Al is great. Although I don't think that's a hot take. That's a pretty common take.
Pretty good take.
No, I don't count 80s metal. I count 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s music that's played on the radio and is constantly on this station referred to as the greatest hits of all time. It's like, no, it's not, Boomer. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't count metal in general. That's the job for mounters.
I don't really count metal. That's usually what people who work in a steel mill will do. They'll do like 1 metal, 2 metal, 3 metal, 4 metal.
4?
Yeah. Penny and dime.
Ooh, spooky.
Punisher reference. Timmy, what's your hottest take?
Probably the one time like it was like 90 degrees out and I stole this ice cream cone from a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you grab that ice cream cone and then run out of there?
Yeah, it was. I was hot.
Were you
so
at
I
the?
took it.
Yeah. My hottest take. There were these 3 muffins at the bakery shop, and I walked in, and I really just didn't have a penny to spare, so I went and I grabbed that muffin, and then I ran out of there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My hot take is 2 hot takes. Why they kind of unrelated. They're very unrelated notes.
Unrelated.
Can have a supermodel.
It's a hot takes, man.
My hot take before was like back when the prequels were coming out was they are like good fun movies to watch, but they're not as good as the original trilogy.
The prequel being 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Yes.
And they like people shat on them because they weren't as good as the trilogy. And then the sequel trilogy came out and everyone started praising the old ones, saying they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I'm like, yeah, everyone knew Star Wars 3 was good.
Yeah.
But like they're like you guys shat on this for 20 years. Like you don't get to turn around and just say that they're good now just because something else is worse. And now my hot take is the sequel trilogy are good fun movies to watch as far as like just turn your brain off and enjoy like a space cowboy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Especially well, the spin-off movies are great. I
Okay.
will like defend Rogue One.
Those
and,
are separate. Rogue One and Solo are in their own category. I really love
I
both of
love
them.
those.
They're great.
Yeah, they're not even like Star Wars movies to me. They just take place in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
But as far as the sequel trilogy goes, especially the first one, everyone came out of the theater saying it was great. And then the second movie came out and everyone came out of the theater and like, it's just okay. And then everyone shat on the first one again.
When I came out of the
Just, like,
theater
movie-
for episode, what, 7?
Episode 7
It
was good. People were just like...
I don't know if it was good. It is a remask of episode 4.
Mhm.
Like, frame by frame. So in that sense, it's good because it has a good base.
Yeah, which I came out of the theater saying. I was like, it's
Yeah.
just like the fourth movie.
I'm pretty sure everybody thought that.
Everybody did, but everyone was
It
like...
wasn't that bad. I don't think it was
"It's
that
all
bad.
good."
I didn't think it was great. I thought it was okay. I thought the traitor scene was mind-altering.
Uh-huh. But hottest take of all is closest to Spams. I think Star Wars in general is just not a great franchise. Like if we're looking at the movies objectively, like the third movie, or the fourth movie, like episode 4 and episode 5 are really, really good. Like objective movies. And then
Okay.
other than that, the rest of the movies are just kind of stinkers. Like objectively speaking.
You don't like
I think
6?
though if you turn your brain off and want a space cowboy movie, they're good.
A space western?
Yeah, like a spaghetti western. I was like, if that's what you want, they're all on par, like, minus the first and second, and Rogue One and Solo.
Mm-hmm. I think episode 3 is probably the best.
I
Well,
might
it's
fight
probably the
you on
most
that.
iconic.
It has the best fight scenes, but even their fight scenes aren't that good.
Compared to what?
John Wick.
Okay, I mean in Star Wars.
Compared to is anything in Star Wars, the best fights in Star Wars, without.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's not why it's the best. It's
But
just...
I've been rewatching the Harry Potter movies lately as well.
I think
and,
the Harry Potter movies are kind of dumb.
That's just what I was about to say. I think,
Okay,
like,
good.
Objectively, they are. I was not about to say they're better than Star Wars.
Okay, good.
I think objectively they're
Oh, thank God.
not great. Like I think they're fine, and I think like growing up like with Star Wars and with Harry Potter, with Lord of the Rings, like well I'll exclude Lord of the Rings for now because I'm gonna say something different about it. But growing up with Star Wars and Harry Potter, like I have like nostalgia for them that makes me enjoy them more than like someone who would like go see them now. But I still don't think they're like great movies. Like they all got a bunch of plot holes. They've all got like a bunch of issues, but they're still fun watches. Like I can always enjoy watching them.
I
The
think
first Harry Potter.
I enjoyed Harry Potter a lot more when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. If I were to watch the Harry Potter movies now, I would just not like it because I feel like it's just watching a bunch of kids run around in magic school do almost nothing. But I also haven't seen the last movie, so I can't really.
Oh, dude, we gotta marathon them then.
Yeah, I'd do that. I haven't watched Harry Potter in a long time. Goblet of Fire, though. I love Goblet of Fire.
Everybody loves Goblet of Fire. But Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. I feel like if you're gonna talk about like fandoms of our age, it's Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings, right? Lord of the Rings.
Star Trek is a little before us.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, bangers.
I love Lord of the Rings.
Unequivocally, like some of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Twilight. You know who loves Twilight?
Who?
Anna.
I knew you were gonna
She
say
wants
Anna.
to remake the Twilight movies, but make them good.
Have her watch 50 Shades of Grey. It's literally Twilight fan fiction.
Is it actually?
That's what it started as. I'm serious. Look it up.
Yeah, no, like I was just curious because I knew it was some kind of fan fiction.
Yeah, it was Twilight fan fiction, and then they just replaced Edward Cullen with Dr. Gray.
Dr. Gray. Stupid.
Sorry.
No, back to Lord of the Rings, dude. Back to Lord of the Rings. I don't want to talk about 50 Shades.
Oh my gosh, dude. Hot take.
Great.
Lord of the Rings 2 is good.
Is Two Towers?
Yes. People are like, Lord of the Rings 2 is bad because nothing happens in Lord of the Rings 2. And I'm like, that's not true. Much stuff happens in Lord of the Rings 2.
What? You're going to have to refresh me with what happens in
so Lord of the Rings 1 ends right when Frodo leaves the Fellowship and Sam goes with him.
Yes.
And so the Fellowship just broke.
Yes.
And Merry and Pippin just got kidnapped by the orcs.
After Boromir?
Yes, Boromir dies then.
Okay, that's what
saving the hobbits.
Yes.
So it lets Frodo and Sam get away.
Mm-hmm.
Merry and Pippin do get kidnapped. And it ends right there. Lord of the Rings 2, though, people don't like, or well, they may have like come around on it now, but for a long time, people were saying it was bad because nothing happened. But
does it not have Helm's Deep in it? Or is Helm's Deep 3?
No, Helm's Deep is Lord of the Rings 2.
Okay, Helm's Deep's like my favorite scene.
Yes, that's everybody's favorite scene, and they still don't like Lord of the Rings.
Okay, that's what I thought, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it is, but it's like nothing really happens for like Frodo and Sam. Like it does, like they get captured, and the Gollum arc happens.
Yeah,
where Gollum is bad, becomes good, and then becomes bad again.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't mind it. I think that's fine.
No, but it's like 90% focused on. I wouldn't even say I'd say like 75% focused on Merry and Pippin and getting them back
with the Ents,
with the rest of the Fellowship. Yeah,
yeah,
and it ends off.
That's kind of cool.
2 ends off with them meeting Merry and Pippin at Isengard, and the Ints had just killed, or had just taken over Isengard, and Sauron the White dies.
Mm-hmm. And Isengard is the orc factory, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know a lot of the terminology,
Tower.
but yeah. Well, yeah, the Wizard's Tower as well, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like nothing, like Frodo and Sam don't make a lot of progress as far as like getting there. It's just a lot of like them walking.
I still think it's a good movie, though.
It is. That's my mediocre. That's like my like simmering hot take. Yeah, it's my medium take. Is that I really like I mean, obviously, Return of the King is the best. Like no cap, but it's fine. I almost like it better than the Fellowship. Some days.
Some days. Yeah, I'd say actually, I don't know. I feel like I'm just biased because I love the Helm's Deep sequence so much.
Yeah, well,
it's so good,
dude. When Gimli says "toss me,"
yes,
and then he says "don't tell the elf." Oh, come on.
Dude, it's good. It's good. What about Hobbit?
I have the same take on The Hobbit as I have on all of Star Wars and all of Harry Potter. I think objectively they're pretty bad, and if you look at like a cinematic breakdown, I will agree with like almost any point they make. But at the same time, I have a lot of nostalgia for Lord of the Rings, and I still enjoy watching the Hobbit movies, and I'll literally watch like all 3 of them in a row because I just like I like I like that genre and I like that universe, so it's fun for me.
I will admit to what Spam said of if you're not a fan of fantasy, it's boring. The first time I watched Lord of the Rings, I thought it was kind of boring.
It is.
And then I was like, well, what if I got into it? And then the next time I watched all 3 of them, which is what my friends did in high school, is we stayed up all night watching all of Lord of the Rings and drinking Tab soda. And
you guys are wild.
Yeah. We would always take our 3 a.m. walk which it was usually in the winter, so that kind of sucked. But
Huh?
oh, it's great. I actually really like the Hobbit movies because I didn't know anything about the Hobbit. I didn't read any of the books. I didn't like really know about it. But I thought it was very cool.
Yeah, I listened to the Hobbit audiobook. No, I did not. I did not read or listen to the Hobbit audiobook.
I read half of the first Game of Thrones book.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like reading is kind of getting a lost art.
Dude, I know. I
It's
actually
even
I think
on
about
me,
that a
It's
lot.
like when I was looking through my classes to pick, I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to read any books,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Dude, I have not read a book in probably like 9 years. I didn't read a book in my entire college career. I didn't read a book in the
Well, we
last 2
started.
years of high school.
We at least started. It's not down here anymore, but the Barbarian Days book.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I read like a chapter and a half.
I know. I read like 40 pages. I started Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, but again, I only got 17 pages in.
Dude, I hear
I was
all those, like,
excited to read
Audible-
this book.
What's it about?
Heart of Darkness. It's about like this guy. Here, I'll read you the back of the book. In Heart of Darkness, he tells the story of the civilized, enlightened Marlowe, which is a ship. Or no, Marlowe's a guy. Never mind. Who embarks on a harrowing night journey into the heart of Africa and to discover the darkness and corruption of his own soul, which I think is a pretty interesting. So it's like this guy gets a ship. I believe he's going after a ship that was lost in Africa, and he like sails through a river into Africa and basically becomes evil or something. I don't know.
Nice. That's cool.
I know. I need to find a good book to read. Yeah, no, I did.
I've been thinking about that.
I read a
like-
book.
Yeah.
I read a book, dude. Believe it or not.
Wow.
After high
Was
school.
it Pajama Sam?
No.
That
It
is a
was
video
I read it like 3 years ago, I think. The Tsar of Love and Techno. And
Oh, that sounds like your
TSAR.
kind of book.
Well, it's about like I don't know, it's these like 6 or 7 or 8 some amount of vignettes, like short stories, all set in like communist Russia, like Cold War era-ish. And it's like it's so cool. The first story is about this censor artist, so he would if someone was deemed like bad by the state, he would black them out of every photograph they've ever been in.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one, he like comes across this one beautiful ballerina and he doesn't want to get rid of her, so he gets rid of like everything but her hand, and then like somehow it's found out and he's brought to jail, and he writes out this confession, and their like state is like, all right, if you confess, like you'll be considered not a traitor, but we'll still execute you, like you'll have your honor or whatever.
Wow.
And he's like on the stand, and they've written out this confession for him to stay, and then he just like reads it over and he's just like, no. And then he just dies. And you should read the book. I'll give it to you if you want. Or
Okay.
just, you probably want the audiobook. You're not going to read it.
Well, so I was going to say that. First off, I've been thinking about reading like every day for like the past month and a half. Just because I'm like, I have noticed my reading speed decline a lot.
Mhm.
Like my comprehension is fine, and like I still know how to say and speak words, but my reading speed has gone down. It's bad. Like
Oh.
it's not atrocious. Like I feel like I can keep up with chat, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's bad.
The last
and
two
with that
chapters
point-
had me in tears, by the way. So
What?
the last 2 chapters had me in tears, bro. It was so beautiful.
Ooh, Jessica book.
It's just like beautiful how it connects, because everything interweaves in the story.
Is it a true story?
No.
Ah.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
It is very
But
cool.
on that point of like reading speed, I see all these ads for Audible, and I'm just like, I don't want to like listen to audiobooks because I feel like I'm cheating. Like the last book I
know,
read
dude,
was
I
an
know.
audiobook, and it was Ender's Game. And it's like it's fine, but I want to read the book. Like I feel, I don't know, not like dirty, but I feel like
I know
I'm
what you
missing
mean.
out.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you mean.
Plus, it's like I said, with the reading comprehension speed, doesn't help if I just listen to the book.
Yeah.
Have
But I
you
still think
read
it makes
Ender's Game,
you
though?
a more well-read person.
Oh yeah,
I
without a doubt.
have Ender's Game. I saw the movie.
Oh,
I did not read the book. I own the book.
do you remember the twist at the end of the movie?
Where the aliens aren't like bad or whatever.
No.
Okay, not really.
Okay.
Doesn't he? Isn't he like? Did you see the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. That's why I read the book, because the movie was coming out.
Yeah. I read Maze Runner before the movie came out.
Oh yeah.
Didn't really help me
But
with the movie at all. But
you
I like sped read it.
should read Ender's Game because it is really good.
That's what I heard. I heard like the ending is way better in the book. Like the
Yeah.
twist.
It's just good because it's like it's weird because like in the book the kids are all like 9 and 10, or maybe they're like 12, but they're really young.
Dude, every book has kids be so young. I don't think authors
Yeah.
understand like what you do at ages. I
Well,
wouldn't be piloting spacecraft at age 9.
Well, like that was like one of the things with Ender's Game. It's like it feels like it makes sense. Like I feel like the kids don't act like kids, but they're not supposed to. But in the movie, it's like, well, you've got all these like really young kids, and it just didn't feel as like believable as in the book. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. The book just does it really well, and there's like a whole there's a whole like parallel between like the two main antagonists or two main protagonists, the boy and the girl. And there's no love interest, like there's none of that. It's literally just like a platonic friendship, and it's just like written really well. And there's no like will they, won't they? It's just
Will they?
like 100% like
That's
friendship,
what
and it's
is
really
always
good.
the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Is
The Ross and
like,
Rachel.
Yeah, the unnecessary sexual tension. Ross and T, don't make a Friends reference.
That's what it's called.
The Ross and Rachel. I almost
Yeah.
didn't understand it, and I'm proud of that.
I only know it because my dad has said it one time.
Oh, Mike. It was his era.
Yeah. I have probably watched maybe 5 episodes of Friends like in their entirety, and then if you like count the broken episodes, maybe 10, maybe.
Not even.
That is a stretch, dude. 10 is a stretch.
I think I've seen 3 whole episodes, and it was when somebody just put it on because we were all just hammered.
Yes,
And I remember 3 of them, and I'm pretty sure we just let it run forever.
The only time Friends ever comes on, like in my lifetime, was when we're like hammered and somebody's like, let's put something on, and then the jackass gets the remote and they immediately put on Friends without any like consultation.
Yeah.
And nobody has the stones to be like, I don't want to watch Friends, because the Friends community is like, it's the best show ever.
Have you seen
And
the
that's
tweet
my hot
where
take
it's
on
like,
Friends.
yeah, my hot take on Friends is that it's dog shit, not funny.
It's garbage, dude.
Yeah,
it's not
just
good.
Trash.
Dude, hot take
Trash
Big Bang
TV.
Theory is actually pretty good.
That's not a hot take.
Because it's the truth.
No, a hot take is that Big Bang Theory's doo-doo. And all right, but what about Young Sheldon?
My parents love Young Sheldon, but I didn't watch like any of it.
Can't stand it. It's been on in my house like twice. Even my mom hates it.
But your dad loves it?
No, my dad doesn't love it. It's only been on twice, just happenstance. And my mom's like, this is terrible. I hate it. I really do. I also just hate smartass kids. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Young Sheldon.
Here's
Wait, young Sheldon.
No, go ahead.
Is
No, because
like,
mine's gonna pivot. So you talk about Sheldon.
Young Sheldon is like how I don't want my kids to act. Because like, just be a kid. Young Sheldon is
he's a
about not
fucking
being a
nerd.
kid. Just be a kid. No, he's not a nerd. He's a fucking smart aleck wannabe genius who thinks he's 40. Just be a kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
The world would be a lot better if everyone would just be a kid sometimes. Just
Yeah.
Be a monkey. Throw some shit at somebody and then...
Get in trouble a couple times.
I don't like Big Bang Theory. I don't like Young Sheldon. Go on, Tim.
That's fair. You don't have to. It's a sitcom. I feel like all sitcoms are pretty like equivalent. Here's my hot take. Directors should not release director's cuts that change the ending of a movie.
Why?
Because if they wanted the ending to like be something, then that should have been the theatrical release. And if they didn't, then they shouldn't have released the theatrical version the way it was.
As a film major, I have to say there is a little bit of marketing and test screening, and the money talks, Tim. The money talks.
Yep.
No, but like, not to be a jackass, but like a lot of the times, like the director can't get what he wants just because of like Johnson & Johnson gave $60 bajillion, so they decide how the movie ends.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but at
Yeah.
the same point, it's just like
And
it's like Blade Runner, and what? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
well, I haven't seen the director's cut. I haven't seen any director's cut of a different movie that I've seen, so I don't
Okay.
really know what your gripe is. But I would say I would side more with the director if, let's say, the director lost their voice in the movie due to, you know, like executive decisions that they had no control over.
Fair.
Like,
That's
you can't
reasonable.
make the movie this way because it's not going to make that much money.
Yeah,
Or it's not going to make X amount of money. It's not going to hit X audience as much. That's why I would rather see a director's cut that has the like actual passion,
that's fair. You
whether
know,
or
and
not
that
I
is-
like the ending or not. Yeah, but go off.
Oh, so like in Blade Runner, I actually never saw the theatrical version. I only saw the director's edition.
Mhm.
But he released apparently like 3 versions of it.
That is a bit
Um,
much, I'll say.
And so you remember how Blade Runner,
Ends.
the first one, what is it? Blade Runner,
Just Blade Runner.
just Blade Runner.
Yes.
How it ends? How does it end in the theatrical version?
So in the theatrical version, the last replicant saves him on the roof
Yep.
and pulls him up, and then he dies because like his time was like exactly up.
Yep.
And then Harrison Ford goes back to his apartment, and he sees the little folded animal on the ground. And then he grabs Rachel, and they go off together. The end.
Okay. And does it imply that Harrison Ford is a replicant?
No. Not
Okay.
At all.
In the version I watched, it's like way more heavily implied. Like they still never like outright say
I
it,
get-
but it,
you
like,
know,
leans
I
more that
did
way
think
that
about
he's
it.
a replicant.
I did think about it because in Blade Runner 2049, they imply it a lot more.
Yes.
And
Because
I
they have
thought
the kid.
back, yeah. And I thought back, and I'm like, well, he is like constantly looking at these pictures, and so I'd say it's like a little implied, but like you got to look for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And I haven't watched the original in a while, but
Mhm.
I just wish that like I don't know. It's like it's annoying because it's like which version is the real version? It's
Yeah.
like okay, well, is it the theatrical release or is it your release? And if it's your release, like, is it actually any better, or are you just like making it like how you want to? I don't know. It's just too confusing for my small brain. But Blade Runner, dope couple of movies.
Yes, I love 2049. Blade Runner
So good.
2049 was great. It could, I mean,
Yes.
it also could easily be a standalone movie.
Yep. I mean, it really could. Like, you could have no prior knowledge of the first Blade Runner and go.
It
into
only,
it.
it just only enhances it, I guess.
Yes.
But like, they could shoot it in a way that makes it so you don't need it.
hmm But the original Blade Runner is kind of weird, but I think like it's still pretty good.
It's also a product of its time, and a lot of movies like that
Yes.
were very weird.
100%.
Dude, old movies are weird to me because
Yeah, they are. They're
yeah.
they're weird. Look at Clerks.
Clerks, yeah, well, Clerks I think is an exception. That's like a
Hot takes,
That's
Clerks
basically
sucks.
no.
No, it does.
That's basically an indie film, right?
It is an indie film. Like
Yeah.
I would say it is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even say basically.
What's an indie film of our generation that blew up?
I don't know. I haven't watched any indie films.
I know. Well,
The indie films of our generation, and you're gonna hate this hot take, is
don't
Vine and TikTok.
say TikTok.
Dude,
Dude.
it is.
It's
though.
not.
It
They're not
is.
indie. I wouldn't say it's indie films. No.
I might.
What is
dude, I
the
might.
no? Don't say that. Don't say that. I don't know what the equivalent is of like the past though, for Vine and TikTok.
There isn't one.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure you can draw some
It's
comparison.
called the Sunday Comics.
MTV
Ridiculousness.
ridiculousness with Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider, the president of Apple, Rob Schneider,
Rob Schneider. I'm Rand
who
Paul.
wears a monster snapback with Chanel East. East
right at his
Beast.
hip. No, Rob. What? Rob Dydak?
Rob Deerdick, dude.
Deerdick? Whatever.
I shouldn't like say
Yeah,
it.
really?
Like, that's,
You're
you know,
really
I
gonna...
apologize. That is something I probably should not know. Rob Deerdick, Chanel West Coast. and
Did
Steve
he?
Love
Did he
Brim.
also do the Fantasy Factory?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean it was called Robin Big's Fantasy Factory.
Yes, I thought that was
but
actually
Big
pretty fun.
died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I didn't
mean, he
watch
was
a
like
lot
400
of.
pounds.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of that kind of TV, but I would watch some Fantasy Factory at my friend's house. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, when you say big and when you say 400 pounds and when you say died, I automatically think of one Tosh.0 episode where they brought on a man whose nutsack was 200 pounds.
No, that's
Yeah,
not true.
dude. Look, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I have never watched Fantasy Factory.
Tosh.0,
Or I've watched a
200
little Tosh.0, but I don't remember any. The only Tosh.0 bit I remember is when he did Dick of the Week, and it was this flying helicopter penis.
Not sure.
And then this guy swatted it down, and then he pointed an arrow at that guy, and he's like, "Here's our Dick of the Week." And I'm like, "Oh, that's a funny subversion of expectations."
Yeah.
Oh.
Wellesley Warren Jr.? He has scrotal elephantitis. Yeah, which caused his scrotum to grow to a weight of 160 pounds.
Dude. Pixar didn't happen.
Hold on. I'm gonna try. I want to find the clip because they had somebody skateboard and then they had Wellesley Warren whip him with his nutsack.
The fuck?
Okay, what? Tosh.0 Wellesley Warren. I think this is it, dude. Or no, this is a different video.
Wesley Warren Jr. just swelled up.
No, this is a just man talking about Wellesley Warren. I swear he was on Tosh.0. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, he died like 8 years ago.
My.
Wellesley Warren on Tosh.0. Come on.
Wellesley Warren. Wesley, by the way?
Yeah, whatever. My bad. Dude, I can't find it. But he was on Tosh.0. And he did have a 200-pound nutsack.
Let's see.
He also rejected surgery.
Oh, I mean, hopefully. Man needs it.
Oh god, dude! Here's the picture. Here's the.
I saw.
You seeing it?
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not want to look at it anymore.
Because it made him famous. His nutsack.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
My nutsack made me famous. God. But yeah, check out Rob Schneider's Fantasy Factory.
Mm-hmm.
And Rand Paul's Ridiculousness. They're great shows.
They are. Well, Ridiculousness I've seen like every episode.
Have you actually?
Probably not, considering there's 8 million of them, but I've seen a lot.
Is it actually?
It's the only thing they air on MTV.
I know. That's the only thing left on MTV. Is it actually a good show?
Yeah, it's fine. Like,
what do they do?
It's It's just like yeah, it's good.
What do they do on it?
They look at like internet fails. It's America's like funny some videos, but it's like all fails.
Okay, that doesn't seem like.
But it's
too
good.
bad.
Like I think it's nice. They've got them like categorized.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob Dyrdek, honestly, he's like the perfect host for it.
Yeah,
because he's kind of a douche, but like you need a douche to like. It's not like a straight laced guy in a suit talking about like your family's funny videos. Like it's actual like real life fails, and he just fucking like roasts these people for them.
My cousin used to be obsessed with failed videos. She would watch Fail Army on YouTube.
Dude, my sisters watch that like every night.
Anytime I would visit them, I would spend at least 15 minutes with her holding her phone right in front of my face while I watched people get hit in the balls for 20 minutes. I had an instance like that happen to my friends. Not me, fortunately. But I might have actually caused it a little bit. And like to apologize in retrospect.
Yeah.
But there were these two bars, going down side by side. He had his feet on either one of them. And they're about 4 feet off the ground, right? and I give him a little jump scare, and he does a little jump, and he lands with his legs on either side of the bar and just boom. Oh,
I don't think this is you might have caused it. I think you made your friend hit his nuts.
okay, all right. Yes, I did. Was it deserved? Hot take?
No.
Yes, because he in middle school would punch people in the balls every day.
Okay.
He would
Yeah.
run around and punch the same guy in the balls every day in the hallway.
Okay. And yes, he did. I was like, there's nothing you could say that's gonna make it deserved. Yeah, he does deserve it.
Yeah, he did it to me one time, and it was while we were crossing the street.
I know you hit him back.
No, I didn't, because
You wouldn't take that line down.
he only hit me one time, and I was too like keeled over to respond. I had to hobble across the street, man. You know what show I wish? You know what what was it 3? What was the third? You know what 2 shows I wish were still on the air? No, yeah, 3. I got all 3 in my head now. There was this one era. You're gonna know when I say it. One era of Cartoon Network that is the best. And it's when they started these 3 shows up. Dude, what would happen? Hole in the Wall. And Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Destroy. Yeah.
Dude, they were great shows. I loved all 3 of them.
Hole in the Wall was the only of those 3 that I like watched religiously, but I watched all 3.
I watched Hole in the Wall and Destroy, Build, Destroy. I didn't watch Dude, What Would Happen as much, but I thought it was a pretty cool show because it was like stoner Mythbusters kind of.
Yeah.
Because
it
every
really
episode
was.
would start with them like lounging around, and then my guy's just like, dude, what would happen if we threw cum socks into the elementary school playground? But like, not actually. It was more like, what would happen if we
Mentos and soda.
pretty much, yeah.
They're good shows.
Yes. Destroy, Build, Destroy though. Andrew WK. Great.
I only watched 2 episodes of that, but to be fair, I think they only made like 8.
It was a great show, because it would start off, they would do like a physical challenge, and then you got to pick like which truck you want to destroy, or no, you each had the same truck, and you would choose how you want the other teams to be destroyed,
Yes.
and you wanted theirs to be destroyed in a way where they couldn't use it to make like a fucking go-kart or something.
Dude, the ratings were not kind to it.
Well, critics suck. First of all, hot take: critics are dumb as bricks.
It was on for 4 seasons? What the fuck? It was on. Oh, they were like more like mid seasons.
2.9 out of 10. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they had like
Jesus.
2. They had 2 seasons in 2009 and then 2 seasons in 2010.
Oh, okay.
So it was like more like mid seasons.
Yeah. I'd still say it's a pretty good show.
37 episodes is alright.
Audience reviews? I must start this review of Destroy, Build, Destroy with a story. Oh god. Catastrophe. Christie. Catastrophe is an ancient Greek story originally by Plato, with an allegory for the cyclical nature of humanity that focused on destroying, building, then destroying once again.
That is funny.
Wait, this is like a 4-paragraph review. The story introduces the reader to Andreas WK. No, that can't be real.
What's going on with the new iCarly? Is that out?
I don't know. That's without Jeanette McCurdy, right?
Yes.
iCarly is an upcoming American comedy streaming television revival series based on the Nickelodeon 2007 series of the same name.
Yes.
The series will star Jerry Trainer. He's my favorite.
Yeah, he's great.
Nathan Kress reprising the original roles. Series set to premiere June 17th.
Is Noah Munich on it?
2 days, bro. 2 days.
Oh, what's it going to be on?
Wait, Miranda Cosgrove is one of the executive producers as well? And Jerry Trainer is also one of the producers?
I'm sure they requested it. They're probably like, we want like producer status so we can do what we want
Yeah.
if we're going to be like doing it.
Yeah, just like that episode of iCarly where they become a TV show and then Freddie has to executive produce and then the dude just tells him to go clean the toilets?
Oh, that's wow, good memory, dude.
Yeah. Or no, it was supervising producer. And he said, I'm not gonna go supervise what you produced in there.
Ooh, Jerry Trainer says there will be sexual situations in iCarly revival.
Don't say that when I'm taking a drink.
That's what he says,
There'll be
dude.
sexual tension between Spencer and Carly.
iCarly revival, where to?
I hope it's just Spencer getting laid.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Is that it?
Probably.
I mean, I'll try it for free.
I mean,
The video is unavailable because we were unable to load messages from our sponsors.
It
Suck my
is. It
ass.
comes out in 2 days.
Yeah.
I will be watching it wherever I please. Through means that are redacted from this conversation.
Well, when you get those means redacted, you want to stream it on Disky?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Back to the fact that the ancient Greeks predicted destroy, build, destroy. What? Just all right. The fact that there was an ancient Greek story called Catastrophe that focused on destroying, then building, then destroying once more is like, all right, okay. The fact that the main character in the Greek story is Andreas WK is a bit
Dude,
much.
Damn, are you kidding me? There's no way.
Hold on, let me look up the ancient Greek story of Catastrophe.
So we have to at least watch the last episode of Destroy Build Destroy because it's models versus grease monkeys.
Oh my god.
It's no longer available on Netflix. It may return in the future. Ah, you're killing me.
Hold on, okay. Unless this man just made this up. Best 29 Greek myths. Oh no. Tantalus? No. None of this has what I'm... Where's my option to must contain this? Nothing on... Okay, this man is lying.
Bro, Hole in the Wall is on Prime Video?
Is it actually?
Yeah, it is. Wait, let me... Is it? I can't click on any of these. Is it really? They're like all listed on here, but you can't click on any of them.
Oh wait.
It is not. It is not. They must have been at some point because they're all listed here, but... Total Wipeout is.
Yeah, but Hole in the Wall is way funnier than Total Wipeout.
I don't know, man. I watched a lot of Wipeout.
Ah, it's currently unavailable.
Yeah, dude.
That's sad.
There was an article that says Destroy Build Destroy, one of the lost shows.
Yeah, I genuinely think it was a very good show. The Art of Destruction. The Greeks versus the 4.0 magnets. Oh, the Gleeks versus the 4.0 magnet. Yeah, they had great categories.
Oh, it's not on
Where can I watch Destroy, Build, Destroy?
I don't see it on Cartoon Network or on Hulu, I mean.
Dude, you know how they say like where to stream it on Google when you Google it?
Yeah.
There's no...
I
It
know.
doesn't say where to stream
Dude,
it.
I know.
I want to watch Destroy, Build, Destroy now. Yeah, Destroy, Build, Destroy, lost reality shows.
Yeah, you see it. It's not on Hulu, dude.
Genuinely a great show, though.
Yeah.
The Egyptians also predicted Wreck-It Ralph true. Send me a 4-page thesis and I'll believe you. King Firestorm. I know you're in Fats' chat, so thanks for stopping by here.
Appreciate it. All right. Let me hit you with a hypothetical to end us off.
Okay.
If you lost your leg and your
Which one?
arm on that side grew to the length of the floor, what do you think would be the hardest task for you?
So if I lost my left leg, like all the way up to hip.
All the way to hip. Yep.
Okay, all the way to hip, leg gone.
Yep.
My
And
arm,
left
and my
arm now
but
to
my
the
arm,
floor.
but my left arm grew all the way to the floor.
Yes.
Is my elbow still like halfway, or is my elbow here? And then
Elbow
it-
halfway. Elbow's
that-
halfway.
Okay. So both like the radius and ulna grew, and the whatever bones.
Your arm is proportional to its length.
Okay.
Yes.
God. What would be the hardest task?
Yes.
Stairs would be pretty tough. Playing any computer game would be very tough. Well, I guess
Like,
if I just
all
put
the
my
way.
if I put my keyboard like 6 more feet in front of me and then have my mouse like at the normal length, that'd be fine. Taking a shower. Taking a shower would be the hardest.
You have another hand.
How am I gonna get this armpit if this armpit's holding me up?
What do you mean?
If this arm's holding me, my
Lean,
left.
bro, lean.
What am I supposed to like? Ooh. Then how am I supposed to get the other armpit?
I think baseball would be pretty hard.
But that's not a task for me.
Well, all right. Ever heard of baths? Yeah, Tex,
That's
come
true. I
on.
could just have my mommy bathe me. Clean my bottom once again. I'm sure she'd love that.
Dude, it'd be really nice. I could finally clean the bottom of my feet.
Can you not reach the bottom of your feet through any other means? Also, do you mean bottom of your foot? Because you only have one now?
Exactly.
Alright, running on broken glass. That'd be pretty tough, dude. Unless you put a shoe on your hand. But then you'd look stupid.
Yourself. You know how they have those glove shoes?
Oh,
that,
the
like, fit to
toe
your toes?
shoes?
Yeah, you
I
just
wanted
wear
those.
one of those for your hands.
So you just wear a glove that has like extra padding?
Yeah.
Fighting
Fighting
a
a
war?
war.
Yeah, registering for the
Wow.
draft?
No way, dude.
The
If
fitness
I
gram
walked out on
pacer
the
test?
battlefield- If I walked out on the battlefield,
If you
with
came
my
out of the barracks
fucking-
on my side, I would shoot you. Dude. I think the fitness gram pacer test. Well, actually, because you know how you have to like stretch and touch your toes? That'd be pretty
Yes.
easy.
yeah.
You just touch your toe.
God, are you kidding me? Like that little box thing, like where you push, like to see how far you can.
Oh, dude,
stretch?
pull-ups? Pull-ups? With a...
No, that'd be really hard.
Yes, that'd be very hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant, yeah. Running? How the fuck you gonna run?
I'll instead of it being like a hip motion, it's a shoulder motion. It's one of these.
And that's why we have visuals on the show.
That's why we have hypotheticals on the show. Well, Texie, any more hot takes before we end it off?
Hot takes? I don't know. Hot
But don't explain
takes?
yourself. Say it and then don't explain yourself.
Being into craft beer isn't that cool.
Ooh.
What's
He's
your
right.
What's your under?
Hot takes. People that objectify women for their body parts aren't that cool. No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
you're
I was taking a shot at ours. Hot takes. Flat top roofs. Not that cool.
The flat top roofs are not made for the winter, bro. They are made to collapse. Well, Timmy, boobs or ass?
Feet.